The following sports presentation is brought to you by the PCTV Network, powered by TELUS Vision, your hometown station. We're home for you.
It's Earth's Little Heaven, the PCTV Network. PCTV Network, your hometown station. We're home for you. That's our slogan. But I dare jest, and it's the truth, and it fits best. The PCTV Network, your number one source for local sports, with your favorite hosts, Bernie, Dave, Al, and Scott. The PCTV Network, we're home for you. It's more than a slogan, it's all true. Local programming, stream 24/7. The PCTV Network, it's Earth's Little Heaven. The PCTV Network. Check out channels 22, 28, and 98. Tune in, it's sure to be great. The PCTVnetwork.com, The PCTVnetwork.com, The PCTVnetwork.com, Make sure you support PCTV Network, PCTVnetwork.com, your hometown station.
The PCTV Network proudly presents the Pioneer Conference Football Preview Show, brought to us by the good folks at U.S. Piping. Hi, everyone. My name is Steve Karabatis, and what we're going to watch over the course of this program is interviews with coaches and players from the Pioneer Conference previewing the 2026 football season. Lots of exciting action last year. We'll have some of the champions here from last year. We have some brand new coaches that are going to be speaking to us, and all sorts of players giving us their insight both on offense and on defense on what to expect in the 2026 season. There's an exciting season on tap here at the PCTV Network. We had about a dozen great games last year that we brought to you. We intend to do that many and more this year as we bring you all the action straight into your living room, bedroom, wherever your device is if you watch us on the YouTube. So thank you so much for tuning in, and stay tuned for this pregame show.
At O'Donnell, Weiss, and Matei, our team approach makes all the difference.
OWM can assist in any aspect of a real estate transaction. We're here to protect your interests, representing builders and developers from a wide array of projects.
We provide agreements of sale, negotiate, draft, and then provide the agreement.
From multifamily to commercial shopping centers to large housing developments.
OWM Law.
Your life,
Your business, your law firm.
What does healthy mean to you? At ID Life, we don't try and define healthy for you. We help you define it for yourself. For ID Life, healthy is a community of like-minded individuals who exist to help others reach their dreams while they are working on their own. We didn't invent healthy, we just simplified it.
Call Cindy DiPaoli, Certified Health Coach, helping you with your health, wellness, and fitness needs.
My name is Mike Palmer. I'm the head football coach at Springford Area High School, and this is my second year as the head football coach.
In your first year as head football coach, you won the Pioneer Conference Championship. What do you do for an encore?
I don't think we look at it like that, as unexciting as that sounds. I think what helped us get to that spot last year is exactly what's going to help us forget about it this year. We very much had that mindset that we're going to forget about what happened in the past and just focus on what happens in the future. So I know that might be a fun little news story to have, but that's not how we're viewing it. We're attacking this as a brand new year. Doesn't, like our kind of motto says, it doesn't matter what happens before. The only thing that's going to prepare us to succeed in the future is how we practice on a day-to-day basis right now.
Every team that comes in, though, knows that you're the champion.
Yeah.
They're coming in, they're gunning to beat you. They have you circled around. How do you prepare your team knowing that the team on the other side of the ball is going to try just a little bit harder against you guys?
Yeah, I think we embrace that. That's what we want. That's the position we want our program to be in, is a team that expects to win every single week, and we want to be a team that other teams circle on their schedule. That's our goal of how we want to place ourselves as a program. So, we're going to embrace that. We understand that, but we understand that's earned, but it has to continue to be earned.
The mantra, defense wins championships, was true last year. The Rams were the stingiest defense in the pack. What are you doing that makes you so successful when the ball is not in your possession?
I think especially towards the back half of last year, we did a really nice job playing complementary football. I think, like you said, the defense was tough against the run. We were generally fairly assignment sound in the back end. But I also think our special teams and our offense played into that a little bit. We had Ryan Reavy kicking and punting, which put us at a huge advantage defensively. But we also took care of the football on offense. We didn't score 1 million points last year, but we also did a really nice job protecting the ball. We weren't turning it over, and that kept our defense ahead of the chains or with good field position. And they were able to capitalize on that. We talk to them all the time on defense about making the offense earn everything. If we can just limit our mistakes defensively and make those offenses march down the field, we think we're gonna end up on the positive side more times than not. So credit to them. They did a really nice job. Coach Mick always has those guys well prepared. The rest of the defensive staff works their butt off throughout the week. Again, something we're looking forward to doing again.
As you look at the makeup of the team this year, what kind of different strategies might you have to employ based on additions or subtractions?
Sure. I think the complex of our team is a little different than last year. We're a very senior heavy group this year. I think if you looked at our starting 11 on both sides, we started a fair amount of underclassmen. But I will say those seniors that we lost were some heavy hitters. Again, I could list a whole bunch of them, but whether it's guys like Ryan Kirshner, Blake Turner, Cole Broderick, Braden Hinkle, Angelo Lopez, there's so many more guys I could keep naming. But they were huge for us. We might not have had a ton of seniors in the starting lineup last year, but they were really big players for us. And we don't look at it like we need to replace those guys individually. We just try to get the next best guy up and be ready to go. So I think we might not have those heavy hitters this year. We're going to play really good, again, complementary offense and defense, and just try to put the best team out there that we can.
The names you just named, those seniors, were names we used a ton during our broadcast last year. What are the names we're going to be using a ton this year?
Oh, man, there's so many. Again, I almost don't want to name them because I'm going to miss guys. But, we return a lot of guys. Obviously, Caden Pickersgill returns at quarterback. Up front, we return guys like Lynn Bellard, Pat Clark, Matt Wright. In the backfield, Trent Yoder, who actually started the year last year as a quarterback for us, ended up coming in midway through the year playing that fullback kind of hybrid position, and he became a difference maker. A ton of wide receivers are coming back. Jackson Wickersham, Shane Cornelison, Rowan Harmon, all guys that helped us last year. On defense, up front, guys like Dylan Garay, Victor Vanderzil, Barrett Tyson all gave us really good snaps last year. In the linebacking core, Jacob Onifer comes back again. Randall Mulu is a guy that's going to be a difference maker. And in the back end, Jack Strasminski, Aiden Lennon, Dalen Palmer, those are all guys that played really significant snaps for us. And we look forward to them doing that again and also starting to step up and play a leadership role on the team now as well.
Well, Michael Palmer, we look forward to calling those games for your team. Look forward to many great games, and good luck to you in the 2026 season.
Awesome. Thank you very much.
For more than 50 years, Pottstown Oral and Maxillofacial Surgery has served its community with expert dental care, offering patients dental implants and a full menu of procedures for many types of dental problems, including bone grafting, wisdom teeth, impacted canines, facial trauma, jaw surgery, oral pathology, TMJ disorders, and sleep apnea. Get the smile you've always wanted. Contact Pottstown Oral and Maxillofacial Surgery today.
My name is Caden Pickersgill. I'm a senior and quarterback.
Caden, you played a marvelous quarterback last year. Every game we came and saw you, you showed great poise and strength inside the pocket. How did you do that?
Just practice all week and my whole life, and then just having friends on the sideline and all the coaches just cheering me, to try to keep me level the whole game.
They say that how you play is how you practice. And so do you take practice seriously? Do you look at this and say, hey, this is like a game situation?
Yeah, 100%. Even when our receivers are jogging routes, I just get on them all the time, sprint, because you got a running game.
So you got certain guys that maybe you have a special rapport with, or they're guys that you just know. You just make a notion or little hand gesture or something, and you guys know something's up. Can you guys audible like that?
Yeah, we can. But it's with all the receivers, we can do that because I have a great connection with all of them.
Give us your impression of yourself. We know offensively you play a great game. How well can you read a defense? How well can you look across that line and say, I know what's coming?
I feel like I'm pretty good at that, especially with helping my QB coach. I've been doing a bunch of stuff with him, and he just teaches me everything.
And sometimes you have to pull that ball down and run. What makes you decide, you know what, I got nothing out there, I gotta run this ball?
Just when everything collapses and I see no one open, just get a couple yards, just put my head down.
Give us your ability to read pressure. How well are you able to tell when that pressure is coming, and how well can you tell, you know what, this pocket has me protected?
I figure it's pretty good. I trust my line totally. And then same thing again, with my QB coach. Just watching film all the time. Just, yeah.
Goals for this season. How would you like to end this season? How would you like it to look?
I would try to go back-to-back end of the Pac chip and then make a run in districts.
Well, good luck with that back-to-back run. You're halfway there. Congratulations on a great season last year. We're looking forward to a great season this year. Thank you, Caden.
Thank you.
I'm Patrick Clark. I'm a senior, and I play offensive line and defensive line.
Patrick, a two-way player. We often brag about you guys because you're always on the field. Which do you prefer, offense or defense, and why?
I like both. Offense, I'm more comfortable at. I've been doing it longer. But defense, it's not more fun, but, you know, that's a chance you can get your name called out and really make a play that people are going to remember.
There's a lot of guys in the NFL and in college who say that the offensive lineman is the smartest guy on the field. How would you relate to that?
Yeah, I think they are. You have to know what's going on, blitzes, and you got to really understand where the ball is going, how it could cut back, and make sure that the guy you're blocking is out of the picture.
You ever look at a guy and think to myself, oh my word, how am I going to block this guy? But then, and how do you manage that?
I do, but being a shorter guy, you see these bigger guys, but you just got to stay low, really think in your head that you're going to win. And a lot of times if you think you're going to win, you will win.
And we do hear the term low man wins, and we called your name a lot last year on offense as doing a great job, and also on defense as working out excellent tackles as well. I guess my final question for you is, what's your goal? What are you looking forward to this year? What do you hope this season will look like?
I just want to have a good season. I want to hopefully win games, win a Pac chip, and like he said, district run. And I would like to have fun, too, doing it. Senior year, I want to have a lot of fun and play and have a good season.
Well, it's a senior-laden team. Good luck to you guys again as you go for back-to-back titles.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Jacob Bonifer, inside linebacker. I'm a senior.
Senior-laden team here at Spring Ford. Jacob, middle linebacker, that is the quarterback of the defense. What kind of calls, what kind of plays are you going to be making this year?
I'm trying to keep my guys in order, make sure everyone's in the right spot, make sure everyone's organized, know what we got to do on the play, just controlling the defense.
So as you're watching the offense, as you're watching them prepare, and you see a shift happening, how quickly can you get your guys in order?
We'd like to be instant. We're moving with them pretty much, just following their footsteps pretty much.
Is there a phrase, a term, anything like that you would use to make them aware that a certain play is coming?
Sometimes we'll just call out, if we watch film really good, we'll know exactly what they're running. We'll just say, ball's going right there, it's pass, we'll automatically know.
So let's talk about film. How much film do you watch in a week?
As an inside linebacker, I watch as much as I can. Any free time, I'm just laying there, I'm watching it. In class, if I'm not doing anything, I'm watching it. Just try to be on film as much as I can.
Any hopes for the future? Are you looking at college or anything next year?
Yeah, I'm looking at college. Civil engineering is what I'm trying to go for.
Excellent. Well, good luck to you and your team as you vie for back-to-back championships in this 2026 season.
At Superior Credit Union, we believe in growing stronger together. So we provide products and services to fit your financial needs and accommodate your busy lifestyle. With convenient services like home banking, e-deposits, account alerts, and a free coin counter for members. Come see why Superior Credit Union is growing. Visit any one of our 3 locations in Collegeville, Royersford, and our brand new location in Pottstown. Superior Credit Union.
Hi, my name is Rob Heist. I'm the head coach at Perkiomen Valley High School. This will be my 24th year coaching and teaching, and 11th as the head coach.
Coach, 2025 wasn't a terrible season, but by Viking standards, it was a down year. What do you need to do this season to return to the success that you've been accustomed to?
Well, we finished 6-5 last year, and if you look at the 5 games that we lost, they were all very, very competitive. We lost to an excellent Springfield Delco team who went on to win 15 straight games in a row and won the District 1 championship by 2 points. We played a team on paper in Coatesville that we had no business competing with, and we played them to a 1-touchdown game, both in the regular season and in the playoffs. That's 3 of our 5 losses right there. We lost to our rival, Springford, which is always a coin flip, no matter what talent either team has. And then we had a hiccup that was uncharacteristic, losing to a very good Boyertown team last year. So, although our record wasn't what we expected it to be, 3 or 4 plays go a different way, and we're talking about an 11-2 season, or something like that. So I think this year our focus is on winning those 3 or 4 plays. Let's do what we need to win those close games. And that's what we've been talking about a lot this offseason.
It's been nearly 30 years since you yourself donned a Vikings uniform. And despite the evolution of the game over time, what fundamentals remain consistent that you try and drive into this current team?
Well, the fundamentals that I was taught as a player at Perkiomen Valley from Scott Furman and his staff, and that is that football really pales in comparison to being a good person and being a good student and working actively in your community and being a great teammate to your brothers. Those are the things that we really try to focus on and let the football part of it take care of itself. Now, that said, we're getting into the weeds with X's and O's and scheme and game planning. We're trying our best to win games. But the long view at PV is to have our kids be great people and dads and husbands someday. And I feel like I learned that from my coach, and that's something that I feel a responsibility to pass on.
You face the same problem every coach faces. You graduate seniors, you have to bring in new guys, fresh blood. What's going to be the major changes we're going to see with Perk Valley this year because of the losses in the game?
Well, we lost a great utility player to graduation in Julian Corpelese. He was kind of our do-everything kid. Kicked, punted, safety, played offense, backup quarterback. So losing a kid that versatile is tough to replace. Joey Keogh was a great player for us last year, all league. Colin Sturgis, great player. We had some really good players on our offensive line that were our question marks right now, how we're going to replace Ferris El Shafe, just to name one. But every high school football coach deals with that. That's the nature of high school football. And I think when you graduate kids like that, it opens the door for opportunity to rising players. And we have a lot of competition going on that I'm very excited about. And I think our kids are going to step up and fill those shoes.
Let's fast forward. It's the end of the season. We're calling the championship game. Perk Valley is there. What are you hoping to be able to say to us after the game is over? What are you hoping are the final words of the PAC season?
Well, I'd like to congratulate my senior class with being PAC champions. This isn't. I wouldn't be telling them or anybody that's been paying attention to their class anything they don't know. As a class, they've really struggled the whole way up. I don't think they won a game as 7th or 8th graders. They struggled as freshmen. To see this class of 2027 seniors walk off that field week 10 PAC champions would just be kind of like poetic justice, in my opinion, for how hard they've worked and their stick-to-itiveness even when they weren't experiencing success as junior high players. That's what I want for them more than anything.
Well, Coach, one of the greatest games of the season last year on the PCTV network was a overtime win that you guys won 17-16. Fantastic game. We wish you all the best this season in 2026.
Thank you. Appreciate it, Steve.
You're welcome.
Hi, I'm Dalton Brown, class of 27. I play O-line and D-line for Perkiomen Valley.
Dalton, there is a big responsibility in the offensive line to protect that quarterback. What is your mindset when you're out there and you see a big guy standing across from you that wants every bit of that quarterback as much as you want to protect him?
It doesn't matter that he can't be touched. A quarterback, he's a young guy, and he has to be able to make plays. So it's my duty, to protect him. So whatever it takes.
You ever look across that line and realize, oh man, we got this. Like this is our team. This is our game. We're bigger than them. We're smarter than them. We got this thing done.
I try not to think about that much, because if you think, you're just gonna cakewalk this guy, he might surprise you and he might, kick your face. So I just try to go and give 100%, every rep.
play on both sides of the ball. Not only do you play 100%, you play 100% of the snaps as well. Which do you prefer, offense or defense, and why?
I prefer defense. It's just I feel like it's more simple. Go left, go right. Beat the guy in front of you, get the ball.
Okay, and last question for you. The end of the season, you guys will be hoisting that trophy at the end of the year for PAC Championship?
I feel like we have the best odds to win, and nothing's better than finishing the season with the trophy.
Dalton, thank you so much. Good luck to you this season, 2026.
All right, thank you.
Hi, I'm Colson Lamonaco. I'm in class of 2027. I play outside linebacker and running back.
Colson, the running attack is going to rely on you a lot this season. How much are you looking forward to that and carrying the rock?
I'm looking forward to it a lot. I didn't really play offense that much last year. Broke my wrist, and looking forward to it a lot.
So, as a linebacker, you are in the mindset of the running back because you also play running back. How is it better for you knowing that you already play offense to prepare yourself on defense?
As a running back, you just feel. As an outside linebacker, you know how it feels to be a running back in my position here. So you kind of feel like what moves they're going to make, and it makes it a lot easier to tackle them, basically.
Let me ask the opposite question then. Now you're a running back, you see the linebacker out there, you know his tendencies, you know his moves because you yourself make those same tendencies and moves. How do you exploit that?
Exploited by just, going against my weaknesses, just, go fast to his outside or, cut inside, whatever he is like, his position on the defense, it's just,
And the glory is certainly in the running back position, but you can execute a pretty big punishment playing defense. Which do you prefer, offense or defense?
I prefer defense. I'm more experienced there.
Excellent. Well, good luck to you in the 2026 season.
Luke Tudories, class 2027, play inside linebacker and some tailback.
Luke, this season is going to rely a lot on defense. Defense wins championships. Talk to me a little bit about your mentality as an inside linebacker.
The D-line helps out our defense so much. They open gaps, help out the cornerbacks. You got new guys coming in. They're just going to work very hard. And athletic kids, we know that our defense wins championships. So we're going to be relying on it heavily.
As a senior, you've played with a lot of these guys now for years. How well do you know other guys' tendencies because you've played together for so long?
Yeah, I know their tendencies really well. Been playing with them for a while. We see them at practice every day. We're lifting a lot during the week. We practice. That's where you just pick them up and work really hard.
Give me an idea of a typical practice. How seriously do you take practice?
Always going 110%, maybe even more.
How you practice is how you play.
Yeah.
Let's switch over to the offensive side of the ball. Are you looking to get a ton of reps this year, or are you going to be more of a change of pace kind of guy?
Wherever coach needs me, wherever I'm going to help out the team best, and wherever I can make that change, make that difference.
Luke, thank you so much. Good luck to you in this 2026 season.
Butter Valley Golf Course, conveniently located in the quiet rural setting of Valley, PA, just off Route 100. One of the nicest, most affordable 18-hole course in the region. With changing elevations, challenging greens, and scenic fairways, golfers of all ability levels are sure to enjoy their round. Butter Valley Golf Course is a great place to enjoy the game of golf with friends or family, young and old alike. Grab some buddies and grab a meal at the Runway Grill before or after your round. Butter Valley Golf Course.
I'm Coach Darrell Scott with Pope John Paul II, and I've been at Pope John Paul since 2022, head coach since last year of the 2025 season.
Coach Scott, you're shifting from the Frontier to Liberty Division this year. It has to have you excited. How are you preparing your team for a whole new crop of opponents?
Man, it's keeping us focused on what we have to do. Just taking one day at a time is what it comes down to. The players have put a lot of time in on the off season in preparation for this, because we know week in and week out it's going to be a challenge for us. So we just taking one day at a time, getting ready for camp on Monday so we can really compete to see who's going to be the best 11 on offense, the best 11 on defense, to prepare us, because it's going to be a tougher schedule, playing the larger schools for us.
The Golden Panthers are the highest scoring offense in the Pioneer Conference in 2025. How do you maintain that level of excellence in 2026?
Just being focused, paying attention to detail, not making mistakes. I felt we made a lot of mistakes last year, so we have to clean some of that up going into the 2026 season. And we're preparing to do so, just taking one day at a time, one practice at a time, in preparation for that.
We called many games last year at the Pope. And one of the things that we said over and over again, we could not believe T.J. Dozier is a sophomore.
T.J. Dozier is a sophomore.
He comes into his junior year.
Yes.
How surprised were you at the success last year, and how excited are you about his junior year?
I'm very excited for his junior year, only because he has developed so much in the offseason. He's going to be a totally different player than what you've seen last year. He's really paying attention to detail and things that he needs to do, going through his progressions the way he needs to make him a better player. So I'm kind of excited and looking forward to it.
Most of the league plays on turf. You guys play on grass.
I love it.
How do you utilize that to your advantage?
I love it. I don't know if it's an advantage or not, but because it's still football at the end of the day. But I love playing on the grass. I love it.
So, final question for you. It's the last game of the season. We're calling the championship. Pope John Paul is there. We're getting ready to interview you. What are you going to tell us?
At the end of the season, at the end of the championship, listen, I owe all to the players and the staff. That's who made it happen. I'm just here.
Coach Scott, thank you so much. Good luck to you in 2026.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
I'm Eric Green, senior, and I play corner and receiver.
Eric, we used your name a lot last year in a lot of positive ways. How are you going to take such a successful junior year and make it even better your senior year?
Well, we got better. I got better, and I feel like last year it wasn't like a lot that I did, and I feel like this year I'm going to be way better than I was last year. So.
And what kind of things are you looking to do this year to better yourself?
Definitely like get more in like on the run game, like tackling. Probably have some more picks. Have a lot more yards, and yeah.
And Eric, do you prefer offense or defense, and why?
I get this question all the time. I really don't know. I think I'm better on the defensive side, but offense is cool.
A lot of the guys say that. I think it's because you get to dish the punishment instead of getting beat up.
Yeah.
Last question for you. Anything short of a championship would be a disappointment this year?
For me, I would say yes because I'm a senior.
Excellent. Well, good luck to you in this 2026 season.
All right, thank you.
Thanks, Eric.
I'm Cole Ateek. I'm going to be a senior. I play tight end and middle backer.
Cole, we watched you play some very serious defense last year. What are you going to do to go even a step further this year?
Really just like all the off-season work, like that's all going to help, and just got to like hit harder, make more tackles, play better.
So, Cole, you're going to be playing some tight end this year. How are you looking forward to this offensive change in your repertoire?
Yeah, it's definitely going to be a change. I think there's going to be a lot of blocking involved, so I got to get ready for that. And just all the off-season work is just going to help me play better.
Talk to me about the off-season work. What kind of regimen did you have this off-season?
I mean, we did have a really good strength coach this year. We started back in like January. We've just been, getting better, getting our numbers higher on like bench and squat and all that.
Okay, and as you see your teammates benching, squatting, and stuff like that, you guys have a little friendly competition going, or is it just every man just does what he can do?
I mean, there's always like a little bit of competition in there. Like, yeah, there's competition, definitely.
Excellent. Well, good luck to you in this 2026 season. We look forward to calling many, many games over at the Pope.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
This is the year you're going to improve your game. No excuses. And the pros at Blackwood Golf Academy are here to help. With their 23-acre all-grass driving range, full-service pro shop, and computerized swing analysis, Blackwood Golf Academy will get your game up to par. Need lessons? Individual and group instruction with head pro Chris Carr will shave strokes off your game and make you the envy of your next foursome. Blackwood Golf Academy, a country club setting open to the public, adjacent to Blackwood Golf Course in Douglasville.
Eric Ranieri, head coach at Methacton High School. I've been coaching at Methacton for a total of 23 years, 3 years as head coach and pretty much 20 years as an assistant.
Coach Eric, 2025 was a rough season. What are you going to do to erase those memories and foster a positive attitude heading into 2026?
Once the 2025 season was over, as coaches, one of the things we did was we kind of sat down and we really started to take a look at, like, just kind of evaluating it and like the debrief and like, things that went good and things that went bad. And the one thing that came out of a lot of those conversations is it's in our opinion, it's been kind of a 2-year struggle in the sense of doing things where you shoot yourself in the foot on a pretty consistent basis. We had flashes of where things are going good, and then there's just flashes of where things just, obviously not going good. So a lot of our off season's pretty much been around. One of the big themes for me is making sure, one, that we put our players in a position to make sure they know what they're doing on a consistent basis, and to make sure that we can execute. That's going to be a big theme going into our August camps, is execution and knowing where to go. And probably the other big theme coming out of that is really just the idea of not worrying about what anybody else is doing. If we take care of what we can take care of, each of those games on a Friday night is a completely different animal.
Well, you already answered some of my next question. That is, what are the signs you're seeing already that show you that maybe this team is turning a corner towards success?
I would say, number one, if I had to kind of judge the variety of schedules and our install calendars and all that we have, we were doing stuff back in June that we probably didn't start till August of last year. How that manifests itself and what that looks like in the next couple weeks, that'll be remain to be seen. But it's kind of one of those things of where the guys that we are looking at to step up and take some of those positions, and conversations that we're having with them, and in things that we've done over the summer, things are coming together in a way that is positive.
You're coaching at your alma mater, where you started in the late 90s, last century, last millennium, if you will. What are the drastic changes you've seen as a coach in a quarter century since you were a player?
Good question. In a football sense, sports sense, again, sounding like the old guy, and this is a conversation that we have with other coaches in Methacton on a pretty regular basis. I think it's just the fact that from kids and families making decisions pretty early on that we need to specialize and choose sports, and at least at Methacton we do have kids that have played football when they were younger, and then now they're choosing to focus on other sports rather than to pursue that. The thing that's interesting about that for me is when I talk to some players that did give up football to focus on another sport, when I see them later in life, like there was actually a couple gentlemen a calendar year ago at a wedding, and one of them who they both at one point gave up football. One of them gave up football, and he said that was one of his biggest regrets. Mm-hmm. And another one who played football through high school, went into college, played lacrosse, and even though he's like, I'm enjoying lacrosse, it's nothing like high school football. And I just think it's kind of a shame of where that we're making, like, kids are choosing, and then, in my opinion, and this might be a hot take for anybody who's watching or listening to this, but I think it's kind of one of those where kids choose these sports to participate in over others, and then at the end of the day, some of the school, if they play in college sports, some of the schools that they end up in are schools they could have ended up in while playing multiple sports.
I'm going to ask a question. I'm not looking for a number. I'm not looking for a record at the end of the year. I'm looking more for your idea. What would constitute a successful season for you? What do you need to see out of your guys to say we succeeded this year? This is a good year. It can be a record if you want.
I'm not into records. I'm not into counting. Even like, it sounds stupid, but like school year, like, it's May 13th. Kids are going, we have 20 days left. I'm like, I don't worry. Like, my thing is, I just want to get to Friday. I'm not worried about that. For me, honestly, I just want to go out and compete. Win or lose, you can't win everything in life. You know, things always don't go our way. But at the end of the day, can you look in your mirror? Can you look in the mirror? Can I do everything that I can do to get these guys prepared? Can they go out in the field Friday night and give it their all, with no regrets? I know it's cliche. I know it's all that, but it's one of those of where and I've said this earlier, and my players even in the room, I am not worried about any other team, not in the sense of the game and winning and losing, but it's kind of one of those where when we've looked at our game films over the past couple years, games that are probably a little bit closer, and it's like, if we don't make these mistakes, that is a different game. So it's truly one of those things for me, for last year going into this year, of if we can cut out everything that is in our control, mistakes and penalties, where will we be at the end of the day?
Well, we wish you all the best in 2026. Look forward to calling a game or two over at Methacton. Good luck to you.
All right. Thanks, sir.
Thank you.
My name's Grayson Corrigan. I play receiver and safety, and I'll be a senior this year.
Grayson, we see a lot of two-way players in the league. Certainly you're going to be one of them here. What do you prefer, offense or defense, and why?
Preferably, I would say offense, but I still have a love for defense and making plays on the defensive side of the field. I feel like I pretty bring value to both sides of the field, and I think I can be used in many ways to help our team succeed.
The joke when you watch major college football or the NFL is a safety is a wide receiver who can't catch. You're a wide receiver who can catch. How does that help you when you're out there trying to read a quarterback and you see that ball coming your way?
I don't even think. My body reacts. I trust myself to be in the right spot and make the play when it comes down to it. So, yeah.
And any particular plays that they call a play and you're like, oh, this is my play, I'm ready for this. Anything you're excited about?
Absolutely, but I can't give you that.
Not a problem at all. Good luck to you in this 2026 season.
Thank you.
My name is Jalen Andrews. I'm going into grade 12, and I play receiver and D-back.
Jalen, as a senior, you certainly want to go out on a high note. What would constitute a successful season for you? What are you looking for this year?
Successful season to me is making playoffs. I especially off of last year, these last couple of years, I just want to have a positive season and go out with a good season.
How much are you going to be seeing the ball this year? What's your expectation for the season?
I don't really know how to answer that. A decent amount, of course. I like the ball. I want the ball. I want to score. I want to show out. But whatever, if we're winning games and I'm not getting the ball, so be it.
Now you look out there on the field, is there ever a time you're looking and saying, I got this, I know exactly what I'm going to do here, and it just plans out the way you hope?
Yes, of course, all the time. I think about it before, think about what I'm going to do, look at the coverage, look at the offense, and just manifest what I'm going to do.
Conversely, maybe you go out there and it's not going the way you had hoped. How do you keep yourself positive? How do you keep that balance going?
Next play mentality. Just if I mess up, drop a ball, okay, next play. Just got to keep working on next play.
Jalen, thank you so much. Good luck to you in this 2026 season.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello, my name is Pat Sherman. I play O-line, D-line. I'm going to 12th grade this year.
Pat, let's start by talking about offensive line and trying to protect that quarterback. What is your mindset when you line up against a guy on the other side, whether he's bigger than you, smaller than you, whatever? What's that mindset like?
It's all the same. It's don't let him touch my quarterback. Real simple.
Okay,
Can't let him by me.
On the other side of the ball, you want to touch that quarterback. How do you fight the guy who has that same mentality you do on offense? How do you fight him and get to his quarterback?
You just got to prove why you're better. You got to use everything you've been taught over the years and beat him, get to the quarterback.
And as a senior, this is your last go-around in high school. I'm sure you're looking forward to college, but let's just look at high school for now. What are you hoping to accomplish this year? What are you hoping people say about you at the end of the season?
I hope people say I was a good player and I proved my worth.
Well, Pat, thank you so much. Good luck to you in this 2026 season.
Thank you.
Yep.
My name's Andrew Guarini. I'm going into grade 12 and I play O-line.
Andrew, you've been together with a lot of these guys now. It's your fourth season. How much of a rapport do you guys have together? How well do you guys work together and blend together because you've been together so long?
We work well, really good because we all known each other for a really long time. So I would say
really good.
So as you're on the offensive line there, it's almost like a choreography, almost like a dance. Are you guys able to anticipate each other's moves because of that?
I would say yes.
And so which side of the line do you play?
A left guard.
You're the left guard. Okay, so you are protecting the blind side of the quarterback in that regard. How seriously do you take the notion that you cannot get to my quarterback? Like, what are you thinking to yourself?
I can't let this guy win. I have to protect my quarterback.
Okay, and final question for you at the end of the season. What are you hoping people say about you?
That I proved my worth, that I was able to protect my quarterback, be able to be a good player.
Yeah, the unfortunate thing with the offensive line a lot of times is if we're calling your name, it's because something bad happened.
Yeah.
So you don't want to hear your name a lot on our broadcast. Andrew, thank you so much. We look forward to calling many games at Bethesda.
Thank you.
Welcome to WQ Diner, located here on Route 100 and King Street in beautiful Pottstown. I'm William Quinn, owner here at WQ Diner. We serve the freshest ingredients, all homemade food with exceptional service. We're open daily, 7 days a week, 5:30 a.m. to 11 p.m. Breakfast all day, full menu available all day with homemade food, the best ingredients, and exceptional service. Take a pick from our large assortment of gourmet desserts, baked fresh daily. WQ Diner, the finer diner. I'm William Quinn, owner. Look forward to seeing you soon. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Anthony Sorello. I'm the head coach at Phoenixville Area High School. This is my 9th season with the Phantoms, my 7th as the head coach.
Anthony, last season didn't go at all how you had hoped. What are you seeing early on that encourages you that a return to success from the first half of the decade is imminent?
So I think it didn't go as we hoped, but it went as expected with 21 new starters on the field, right? So when you have 21 dudes that are without any varsity experience, it's hard to have a ton of success, right? I mean, you're going through growing pains. But that's expected. And the hope was that we get beat up and we learn. And I think we'll find out at the end of the year we have some pretty big goals. And I think that we visited below 500. It's not a neighborhood we like. We know where we want to live, and we'll get back there, I think, this year with this team.
Yeah, your success early in the decade certainly shows us that you are primed to do that. So who's going to step up in a big way to make 2026 Friday nights fun?
You know, I got 5 guys here right now that I think are going to help us be successful. Our quarterback, Lincoln Dufresne, got some significant playing time last year, especially towards the end of the year after losing Mike Venezia. And I don't think we missed a beat. I think Lincoln stepped in and just played varsity football. Cameron Howard, running back. Some injuries last year, but he's had nothing but success all offseason. Stephen Furco on both sides of the ball, wide receiver. Just makes plays for us to help us win. Will Illingsworth got a ton of experience playing strong safety, outside linebacker, defensively. He's out there making calls. JT Grahowski's going to be a 4-year starter. 3. And he's the anchor of our line. A couple other new guys. Zakai Cooper, wide receiver, he gets separation and gets down the field. We have, Jamarcus Gray, all 6'4", 340 pounds of him at the center, hoping to, get those yards back that we get every year. And Jake Gray in the middle of the field. I mean, as a linebacker, he can go left to right and come downhill hard and just push people around.
What are going to be some points of emphasis at practice that the guys are going to be tired hearing about, but at the end of the year, they're going to be so thankful that that's what you guys did?
Do it again until it's right. Just consistency. I think that's what made us great. I think the problem we ran into last year was being new, it was hard to be consistent because every moment a new, not issue, but just a new snafu jumped into our world. And I think this year it's going to be consistency. It's going to be do it again, consistent. Do the little things right, and success will come.
Coach Sorello, we wish you all the best in 2026.
Man, I appreciate you guys, and I appreciate all you do for our local athletes, all our schools. You guys are amazing at what you do, and we couldn't be more thankful for having you guys.
We love coming to Phoenixville. Thank you.
I am Jamar Grahowski. I play left tackle and D tackle, and I'm going into my senior year.
You are a two-way player on the line.
Yes, sir.
What's your preference, offense or defense, and why?
Offense, but I love hitting somebody, so either works.
They do say that the offensive lineman is the smartest guy on the field. Would you agree with that assessment?
Sometimes. Depends what we're talking about.
You're a pretty big dude. Do you ever line up against a bigger dude and think to yourself, oh, my word, how am I going to handle this guy?
To an extent, I definitely lined up against bigger guys because I'm not the tallest, but I've never been like scared looking at somebody.
And got to protect that quarterback at all costs. What's your mentality? You're in there, guys trying to rough you up. What's your mentality out there?
I got to be better. You know, I can't be beat. Can't get beat.
Congratulations. Good luck to you in this season. We look forward to calling many games down in Phoenixville.
All right.
My name's Will Illingworth. I play outside backer and a little bit of running back and wide receiver on offense.
Will, as you're lining up there as linebacker, you do have some experience on the offensive side as well. How does that help you to know the mentality of the offensive guy when you're playing on defense?
We watch film. We see what they like to do. And if they're a run-heavy team, we'll adjust to that. And if they're a pass-heavy team, we'll adjust to that. We have a very flexible team this year.
Let's talk about film. How much film do you watch in a week, and what do you actually gain from that?
Definitely, in terms of watching film, probably 3 hours a week, I would say. Still got school to do during the week, but definitely just tells their tendencies and what formations they have to line up to and who are their guys. Who are they going to go to often in big plays.
And how well prepared do you feel in any given week?
Any given week, I feel pretty prepared. Some offenses are more tricky than the others, but most of the time, I know we're playing a lot of wing T this year, so I feel very prepared to go against wing T this year.
Well, good luck to you in the 2026 season. We wish you all the best down there in Phoenixville.
Thank you.
Hi, my name is Steven Furco. I'm a wide receiver in DB, class of 2027.
Steven, I'm going to ask you a question as a wide receiver who plays defensive back. You know the tendencies of that defensive back. How do you exploit him?
Looking at the leverage for sure. As a defensive back, I know, what to look for, and it definitely helps to be able to attack leverages that you know are the weakness. So just looking for a weakness in the DB.
Let's flip to the other side of the ball. You're on DB, and you're watching that wide receiver come toward you. How do you anticipate what he's going to do?
Patience, for sure. You just got to be patient with the wide receiver. Read your keys, and just play the game that you got to play.
Do you have a preference, offense or defense, and why?
Love them both. They're both. I get to score touchdowns both ways. So, but I have to say I do love offense. Being able to catch the ball and take the yards after. So.
Excellent. Well, good luck to you in the 2026 season and that Phoenixville team as well.
Thank you, sir.
Cameron Howard, class of 2027, and I play running back.
Cameron, the team is going to depend on you quite a bit this season. What kind of how much pressure does that put on you, and how do you handle that?
To me, it doesn't really feel like any pressure. I've been put in situations where I felt pressure, but I feel like throughout the years, I kind of learned to become more like ice in my veins. I kind of feel more immune to that, and I feel like I can just deliver in any situation.
You're an older guy on a young team, so you're going to have to step up as a leader. How do you take that?
I feel like, it's more just like, making sure I'm like locked in, because like obviously the team kind of looks up to me and like all of us here as leaders. So just making sure we're setting a good example, following through on all our plays, make sure that the younger guys can look up to something and kind of model it in their future.
What would constitute a successful season for you? What are you looking for?
Successful season? Well, for us, I feel like I see us this year as like a team that, like last year was obviously like a little wishy-washy, but I see us as a team that can definitely win our side of the pack this year. And I have high hopes for the team this year, and yeah, I feel like we can go for our side of the pack this year.
So you win your side of the pack. We're interviewing you at the end of the game. You guys are the champions. What are you going to tell me?
Ooh, I'm going to tell you. I'm going to say, I dreamt of this. I could see it.
You're going to tell me I told you so in the preseason game.
Mm-hmm.
Congratulations. Good luck to you this season.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Lincoln Dufresne. I play quarterback, and I'm a class of 2028.
Lincoln, your coach spoke very highly of you, and he has high expectations of you. What expectations are you placing on yourself?
I place high expectations on myself. I put a lot of pressure on myself to perform and just go out there, have a good game, help the team win. I kind of look at it as like I make or break. Like if I do bad, I feel like the team will also do bad. And as a leader, I put a lot of pressure on myself to keep my teammates with their heads held high and stuff. So yeah.
Talk a lot about prep through film, through practice. How seriously do you take the film time, the practice time?
I take it really seriously. I feel like film is one of the most important parts as an offense and as a quarterback, just look at the defense and see their tendencies, see how they line up, see what coverages they're in. So I feel like it's really important for us to watch film and get on the field and go against the scout team as the defense lines up as the other team is going to.
You get out there on the field, you see that defense that you saw in the film, you see that defense you practiced against. There they are. How capable are you? How ready are you to make that call and make the play?
I'm really ready. I feel like if we prepare enough and we do good in practice, then I feel like we'll have a good shot of picking apart the defense and winning the game.
Lincoln, good luck to you in the 2026 season.
Thank you.
All the best.
Thank you.
Hi, my name is Carl, and I want to give a little shout out to Gus and PCTV. We've been using PCTV for years, going back to the days of the home show at Sunnybrook. Some of the things that I have seen at Steve's Mower Shop, people will stop me at the gas stations and saying, I seen you on PCTV. They really enjoy what we do here. Gus has been helpful as far as setting up what we do as far as the info commercial. I am greatly appreciative of what he has done, and PCTV has been a great way for me to get the word out that Steve's Mower Shop, and they do a great job of promoting Steve's Mower Shop.
I am Coach Sands. I'm with the Boyertown Bears, and this is my third season at the helm with them.
Coach, great strides were made last season. How do you maintain that momentum heading into 2026?
Off-season work. You know, since I've walked through the door here at Boyertown, I was trying to set the culture of the off-season is in season in a way. And this is nothing new to a lot of parents, especially with all the clubs, teams now, you know, the teams playing year-round. I am not a promoter of year-round playing one sport, as because there are certain skills that other sports bring to the football pitch that is hard to develop just within the realms of football. You know, with wrestling, with the hand fighting up front, huge advantage. Lacrosse guys with spatial awareness is usually really good. So your secondary guys are awesome if they can play lacrosse, do sports like basketball, you know, with switching man-to-man. So there's all these skills that other sports bring that we try to utilize on the football field. So, you know, our off-season workouts with lifting as well are huge. We're the strongest that we've ever been in my 3 years there. So I think we had one individual that could bench, say, 250 and squat over 400 my first year, to now maybe 9 to 11 guys.
Wow.
So, you know, we're, as far as strength goes, we're getting in that ballpark, which means we can start to compete.
You were a standout running the ball for Wilson in your high school career. How much of your backfield success can you teach, and how much of it is dependent on just raw talent of the player?
You always got to utilize the best attributes that a player brings to the field. You know, it's no different than when you go through life as an individual. You're going to pick a job, hopefully not that you only are good at, but it's something that you like. You get paid to do something you do well. And it's my job as a coach to find out what you do really well and then exploit that and make it the benefit of everyone around you. As far as my running back days, I'll give some love to some of my offensive linemen. One of them went to William & Mary, full ride. And another one was a tight end that played at Penn State, which you might know who that was. No, John Gilmore.
I've heard that name.
Yeah, so, you know, and he played for the Bears and for Tampa Bay. So, you know, it was pretty easy to run off tackle when you had a Division I, you know, professional tight end blocking down for you. And there were some other guys in there I could rattle their names off. I'll never forget them. And that's what's high school football is so special. You'll never forget the guys that you suit up with every Friday night for your community. It's nothing, there's no other level that's like it, you know.
It's your first year on a turf field. What adjustments does your team need to make on offense and defense to remain successful?
Well, it's just like all our away games. They were on turf fields. So, look, turf field's great. It has its advantages and disadvantages. I'm not going to get into that. But, you know, what I'm excited for is it's a great product. It's an exciting time for Boyertown. It took us till 2026 to get that field. And it's something special that our community, not just the football team, can really appreciate. So it's a great opportunity for our players to play on turf, because if they go to the next level, most of the fields they're going to play on are going to be turf. So it's really all about our kids being in the best spot to be successful, not just at Boyertown, but the next level. So I'm very happy with the community and the school deciding to make this move.
I try and stay impartial when I'm calling games, but Boyertown is my alma mater. What's it going to take for me to be interviewing you that last week of the season hoisting the trophy?
Well, that would mean we would have to win a lot of games.
Sure does.
And I'm not going to make any predictions that way. All I can tell you is every Friday night you're going to know that you played Boyertown.
Coach, thank you so much. Good luck to you in this 2026 season.
Thank you, sir.
My name is Andrew Brisbois. I play left guard and middle linebacker for Boyertown.
Andrew, let's talk first of all about your offensive ability. As a lineman, what are you thinking when you see that guy across the line from you lining up?
All that's in my head is just block, pretty much. And it sounds simple, but I'm just thinking about my job, just thinking about, all right, how can I get this guy to stay away from my quarterback, stay away from my running back, and how to push him down the field. And if I need to pull, how to do my job in that.
Let's look on the offensive side of the ball. What do you see your role being in 2026?
I just see my role as doing my job, helping out the team, bringing up the guys up front, just kind of helping them out, and just helping everybody learn if they need to learn, and help everybody just do their jobs along with mine.
Last year you surprised a lot of people. You're not going to be a surprise this year anymore. How do you take that mentality knowing, hey, people are going to watch out for Boyertown?
I'm pretty excited about it. I think that last year was my most exciting year, at least to watch, at least. And it was pretty fun to see, my buddies go out and play with their heart. And I'm excited for this year because I think we've got this, like Coach Sand said, we got the strongest we've ever been. I think we have a pretty good making for an exciting, fun year.
Andrew, I do too. Good luck to you in this 2026 season.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Gregory Faulkner, offensive position center, defensive nose guard, graduation 2027.
Greg, you are a physical specimen. You're a big guy out there, but there's a lot of little guys out there that think they can take you down. How do you deal with these guys out here that think they're going to take you down?
They'll pull some dirty moves on me. It's definitely not fun, not safe, but you gotta figure out how to evade that. Really strategize on that field when everything's coming at you. When you're in a practice, it's not a full 100%. Some people aren't giving their all. When you're there on that field, bullets are flying at you, so you gotta really think about your actions.
And when you're out there, what's your mentality? What are you thinking? What's my job? I have to do this.
The mentality is just taking it play by play, not worrying about the next play, worrying about that play, worrying about how you can improve on your mistakes. You make a little mistake here, you fix that the next play, and you keep going throughout that game.
What constitutes a successful season for you guys this year?
A successful season, I feel like that would be the dedication that we all have and just figure out the flow as a team. It's not, this is the team from last year, they went and played North Penn. No, it's a totally different team. We got to figure out our own flow as a team together, as a brand new team.
Gregory, good luck to you. Looking forward to calling some games over at Boyertown.
Thank you.
My name is Braden Burrs. I'm a running back, safety, and long snapper, and I'm in the class of 2027.
Braden, let's start on the offensive side of the ball. What do you see your role at Boyertown this year?
Just being a leader, motivator, definitely running the ball, getting every yard, but just helping out the guys if they need it. But definitely being a leader is my biggest goal right now, because if you get a bad play, you just gotta help everybody out instead of getting mad. But just doing your job is the most important. But fighting for every yard, that's about it.
At the safety position, you're the last line of defense before that goal line. What's going through your mind as that guy's coming at you?
Hit him. But just doing your job, staying consistent, staying in the moment too. But it's just communication stuff. Everybody does their job. We'll have a good game. But
long snapper, you're a name we don't want to be calling, because if we're calling the name of the long snapper, there's been a problem.
Bad, yeah.
So how do you ensure that we do not call your name this year on a punt or a kick?
Just also staying consistent. Long snapping's one of it's just you can't mess up. That's one thing you cannot mess up. But just working, grinding it out, but just staying in the moment as well. But
Braden, good luck to you this season. Good luck to you and the whole team.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
I'm Leo Martinez. I play outside linebacker and fullback, and I'm class of 2027.
As one of the senior leaders on the team, what kinds of things do you do to kind of carry the guys on your back or encourage them?
Yeah, so being playing last year, being a starter, a lot of people left, and I feel like what I learned from most of them last year was like their leadership. So this year I want to bring like leadership, boosting players. Everyone's going to make mistakes. I can help them forget about it, on to the next play. Just keep on playing, pretty much.
Let's start with the offensive side of the ball. As a fullback, what's going to be your role at Boyertown this year?
Doing the dirty work, getting some blocks in, a couple touches, but yeah, mostly making so Braden can get good plays, big plays. Yeah, just pretty much blocking.
And who you might be blocking at some point is the outside linebacker of the other team.
Yeah.
As an outside linebacker on your team, how prepared are you knowing the scheme of what the fullback is going to do on the other side?
Oh yeah, we do a lot of film. We pretty much go over it over and over again during practice. I know it's going to happen. I know I'm going to get hit, but usually when I'm the outside linebacker, I want to hit them first, make them not want to come back at me, give them like a little fear when they come and hit me.
Good luck to you this 2026
thank you.
season.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hi, I'm Joe, and this is Chris, and many of you know us. And we'd like to welcome you to our new showroom here at 618 North Reading Avenue in Boyertown, where we offer Kohler faucets, Moen faucets as well, vanities, tubs, and many accessories.
Here we have an operating, high-efficiency, Energy Star rated American Standard furnace combined with a variable speed AC condenser. Let us install one today to start saving you money throughout the heating and cooling season.
Here at Patriot, we now offer kitchen and bath designs.
So come visit us today at 618 North Reading Avenue or visit our website at www.patriotmp.com.
Hi, my name's Coach Hawthorne from Pottsgrove High School. I'm on my 9th year as the head coach and 29th year coaching at Pottsgrove School District.
Coach, 2025 was filled with highs and lows. How do you make 26 a season of all highs and no lows?
Well, I think you have to learn from the lows of 2025, and one of those things are you got to stay healthy. So we have to take care of our bodies, practice like we play, and really, take care of our minds as well, so that we can learn from our mistakes and play good, sound football where we control all three phases of the game in the right manner.
We're recording this on the 5th of August. You guys have a game on the 22nd. You're the first team to play this season. How prepared are you guys going to be? You have an early game.
Hey, that's what the off season's for. So we're gonna be ready. I know Myth Acton is always ready. That's a heck of a opening matchup. That's always a tough game for both teams, but it's a great game for both teams. And I really think it's a physical game that brings out the best in both of us. It always seems like it's 120 down there too. So, but it's a very good program, and it's a very good opening contest for us.
You say that's what the offseason is for. What kind of surprises are you seeing early on as you prepare?
Well, last year, due to injuries, we had a lot of young kids that were forced to step into the lineup, and now we're just seeing them mature and grow together as a team and really just understand the concept and the game of football in a way that they didn't before, and you can see it translating on the practice field.
Who are you seeing rising up as a leader this year for this team?
I know we're going to have a great senior class that's going to really be, provide us with great leadership. But we got Ryan Lucci, Chase Wiley, Elijah Sclafford, Jake Hartley, Colleen Leslie. So we got wonderful young men who are going to, provide our great senior leadership that we rely on here at our in our program, and we know that they will continue the tradition.
It's going to be your last season on grass. Only a handful of teams still playing on grass. Are you going to be able to utilize that to your advantage, and how?
I love playing on grass, and I think it, like you just mentioned, it is an advantage when you're one of the only two teams playing on grass, and we'll miss it, but you got to evolve and you got to change and grow with the times and society. So,
Coach, let's just say at the end of the year, you're in that last game, and I'm the one interviewing you after the championship game. What are you going to be telling me?
I'm going to be telling you that that's all due to our senior class, the leadership they provided, the kind of young men that they are, and the kind of the kind of football players that I want to coach on the football program.
Coach, from your mouth to God's ears, good luck to you in 2026.
Thank you very much,
You're
sir.
welcome.
Hey, my name is Ryan Lucci. I go to Pottsgrove High School. I'm the quarterback, and I'm the class of 2027.
Ryan, senior year, quarterback, what are your expectations? How much are you piling on yourself this year?
So, based off last season, there's a big step up coming in, replacing our previous quarterback that got hurt, and it was a big step. So, based off our last season's record, it just gives me motivation through the offseason to progress, and looking forward to playing with these new group of seniors. And we worked so hard in this offseason that we're going to have a great season for this last season with my group of seniors.
And as you look at these seniors, give me some names of guys you're going to be really targeting and looking to help you out here.
So starting on my backfield, Chase Wiley and Elijah Clafford, I'm really looking forward to seeing them next to me and progress through this season. I know they're going to work hard with me, and as long as I push them, they're going to push me too.
How important is film in helping you prepare for what you're going to be doing in the coming week?
Film's got the most important part. I know it's the part where you got to lock in mentally, and you got to really be there in the moment, and you got to progress through whatever the coaches are listening or telling you to do, and you got to perform it out in the field that Friday night.
Ryan Lucci, good luck to you in your senior year as quarterback at Pottsgrove.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Hello, my name is Colleen Leslie. I go to Pottsgrove High School. I play cornerback and receiver, and I'm in class of 2027.
Let's start on the defensive side of the ball because defense wins championships. You're a cornerback who also plays wide receiver, so you know a wide receiver's tendencies. What are you looking for in that guy in order to play him?
What I'm looking for is his technique, the way he moves his hips, just the way he moves his upper body, you know, his progressions and like how fast he moves. You know, I'm watching film, looking at all the receivers, you know, just looking for some for them to give up their route.
You're the receiver now, trying to burn that cornerback. What are you looking for on him?
I'm looking for him. If he has flat feet, you know, I'm gonna take it over top of him. You know, if he's playing back, you know, bailing, you know, I'm gonna take it short. You know, I love watching the hips and all that. Just like watching how their body moves. You know, it's easy, probably an easy giveaway.
You don't have to tell us what it is, but is there a little thing that you and Ryan have that you know, hey, I'm going deep, toss it to me, we're gonna audible here?
Yeah, yes, sir.
It's gotta feel good.
Yes,
gotta feel good. Good luck to you in 2026.
Good luck. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hi, my name is Chase Wiley, senior at Pottsgrove High School. I play fullback and outside linebacker, class of 2027.
Chase, we said your name a lot last year. How are you going to build on such a successful season in 2027, 2026?
Just use the new defense that we have with upcoming young guys and just work around with them.
Do you prefer offense or defense? And
Defense.
Why is that?
I just like hitting, kind of.
Better to hit than get hit.
Yeah.
Excellent. What would constitute a successful season for you here? What are you looking for?
Well, the end goal is to win it all, but mainly just use the motivation from last year, improve, and pretty much hopefully win the pack.
And as I know it's early, practices haven't even started yet, but as you're looking at this team around you, is there a realistic shot at winning the pack?
Yes, sir.
And so you're talking to me at the end of the season, interview during the championship game. What are you going to tell me?
I told you so.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Good luck to you, Chase.
Hey, I'm Jake Hartley. I'm the right tackle on offense, and I am the class of 2027.
Jake, describe your role as right tackle. What's your mentality as you're out there trying to protect your quarterback?
Just to really focus in and not let them get on the outside.
Do you prefer running plays or pass plays, and why?
I would say running plays, because then that's where we really get to do, like on pass plays, we just kind of stay in there and have to, but on running plays, we really get to do what we got to do.
Yeah, you get to be a little more aggressive as opposed to being passive and working your way
Yeah.
back. What is going to constitute a successful season for you here? What would look at the end of 2026 and say, you know what, we did well?
Probably the actual like work that we like put in during the off season and then during the actual season, like at practice, that would really show.
Excellent. Well, good luck to you in 2026. We look forward to calling many games over there at Pottsgrove.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right. My name's Elijah Sclafford. I'm running back and linebacker in the class of 2027.
Elijah, let's talk about the offensive side of the ball first. What's your role going to be on this team as a running back?
For the most part, got to execute, and not every play is a touchdown, but, to at least get positive yards.
Put you on the defensive side, you're actually chasing their running back now.
Yeah.
What's on your mind?
What's on my mind is, probably understanding, like, habits and, watching film for it, so then I'm able to, mirror the running back a little better. Yeah, that's probably it.
What do you see in this team that you look at and say, you know what, we're going to have a better year than last year?
I'd like to say chemistry. It's not a person on this team that I'd say I don't know or I'm not comfortable with. And that's, like before camp and before EDAC. So I'm confident in our chemistry.
And how capable are you of standing up and taking leadership on this team?
I'd like to say I'm pretty capable. A lot of the guys listen. It's a lot of mutual respect just because of, how comfortable we are and how, used to each other we are.
Elijah, good luck to you and your team in 2026.
Yep, thank you.
For more than 50 years, Pottstown Oral and Maxillofacial Surgery has served its community with expert dental care, offering patients dental implants and a full menu of procedures for many types of dental problems, including bone grafting, wisdom teeth, impacted canines, facial trauma, jaw surgery, oral pathology, TMJ disorders, and sleep apnea. Get the smile you've always wanted. Contact Pottstown Oral and Maxillofacial Surgery today.
Makai Graham, running back, senior.
Makai Graham is a name we said over and over last year in very successful ways. How do you build on that success that you had last year?
Just putting the work in. I know what I have to improve on. I know what I have to get better at. So it's just putting the work in practice and with my trainers and just improving on every season.
What would constitute a successful season for you this year?
Definitely a championship and making a deep run in the playoffs. I feel like we have the players to do it. We have the coaching staff, so it's just up to the players to put forth the effort.
Let's fast forward. It's the end of October. I'm standing on the field right next to you, and you guys have won the championship. What are you going to tell me?
I told you this before. I told you it was going to happen because we have the players to do it. So,
Makai, good luck to you this season.
Thank
Looking
you.
forward to calling your games.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Matthew Gregory, Owen J. Roberts. I play receiver and safety.
Matthew, let's start on the offensive side of the ball. What's your role going to be this year as the wide receiver?
Like position wise, like receiver, probably receiver. I mean, receiver one. I just pretty much do everything. Jets, deep balls, short routes, screens, pretty much everything.
Throw you over there on defense. You're actually going to be defending against the other team's receiver. How does it help you playing receiver yourself to know and anticipate his moves?
Oh yeah. So I mean, kind of just like knowing, since I play receiver, just knowing like what the receiver will be thinking. Like based off his leverage, I can see if he's breaking inside or outside. So just playing receiver, knowing the receiver like traits helps me.
So are you watching the receiver? Are you watching the quarterback's eyes? You doing a little bit of both? What's your strategy on defense?
Oh yeah, when I'm at safety, I'm definitely watching the quarterback's eyes for the most part. But when I go in that corner, I'm definitely mostly watching the receiver. But maybe in zone, I'll be watching the quarterback. But yeah.
Well, Matthew, good luck to you in this season, and I look forward to calling many games down there at O&J.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm Cooper Groth. I play center and D end, and I'm a senior.
Cooper, center is a position we don't want to be saying your name, because if we're saying your name, there's probably been some problems. How do you ensure that we are not calling your name on the field this year?
I mean, I really just got to practice harder, make sure I'm mentally there, not make mistakes I made last year, just be more mentally present.
You guys got off to a quick start last year. Struggled a little bit down the stretch. Some really good games, though. How do you replicate that quick start and keep the momentum going into late October and early November?
I I mean, I think it's really about keeping up the energy. We certainly have the players in the right positions with the correct skill sets to do what we did last year. It's really about keeping everybody healthy, make sure everyone's there at practice and just ready to play.
Now you're playing on the other side of the ball as well, so you're not getting a break. You're going out there on defense. What are you thinking as you're lining up there and you just finished an offensive set, now you're on defense?
I mean, I really just got to, like I said earlier, stay there mentally. I know I can do it, and we also have some other guys that will be rotating in, so I'm not at all worried about that.
Cooper, good luck to you in this 2026 campaign.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Logan Plas, senior. I play wide receiver, and last year I played linebacker, play some DN this year.
Logan, we talked to your wide receiver 1, so are we safe to assume you're the wide receiver 2?
Yeah.
And what do you see your role as on this team?
I feel like I'm going to have a big role because obviously we have a really good receiver 1, so he will be getting the ball a lot, but he can't get every play, so I'm there to make plays when needed.
And as a defense, you're going to move over to defensive end this year. Learning a new position, how's that going for you?
It's going good. I haven't been there yet, so I've been just practicing there, trying to get better, just learning a new position.
And what's your goal for this season? What are you looking at accomplishing?
I'm trying to just help out the team as much as I can. Hope to have a really good year with the team and also on my own, so maybe win a big game.
Well, we wish you all the best. We hope you win many big games. Good luck to you in 2026.
At O'Donnell, Weiss, and Matei, our team approach makes all the difference.
Business law is complex because it's easy to make costly mistakes.
OWM is able to handle any area of law that a business or individual in our community needs.
We are the ones who are uniquely talented and uniquely positioned to do that for your benefit. That's what drives me to come to work every day.
OWM Law.
Your life,
your business, your law firm.
Hi, my name is Dan Heinrichs. I'm the head coach for Upper Perk Yeoman, and this is my 4th year at Upper Perk, so I'm really excited to get going and get the season started.
Dan, you were runner-ups in a tight championship game in 2025, and you told us off camera it was a good year, not a great year. How do we turn 2026 into a great year?
Putting the nail in the coffin and winning the championship. Being an alumni and being somebody who's been around this program, it's something that, keeps me up at night that we haven't hung that banner yet. And we certainly fought valiantly last year, but valiancy isn't necessarily, meeting all of our goals. So that's definitely the overall goal this year.
You snuck up on a lot of teams last year. You're not going to sneak up on anybody this year. They know now.
That's 100% true.
So how does that change your mentality going into the season?
Well, it's changed our mentality since January. I mean, we've been talking about it since January that we have a target on our back, and it's an honor to have that target, but you have to realize that target's there, and you have to treat it differently. The process is the same, the hard work is the same, but that target needs to be something that's a motivator and not a crutch. I think we've done a good job of having a great off season and taking care of that. But the target's certainly there, and there's nobody that's going to pass us by this year.
The improvement in this program since your staff took over is remarkable. What's your secret?
Oh, man, I don't really know if there's a secret. The kids bought in. They believe in each other. They believe in us as coaches, and we believe in them. I think culture was 100% the most important thing year one. And I think the culture has done nothing but build on itself. And I think, when the ball gets rolling, gravity takes care of the rest. And it's really been a joy to coach these guys and be part of this program. And we're really excited about where it's headed.
You mentioned the culture. What are you seeing that tells you that a winning culture is here to stay at Upper Perk?
I think good culture takes care of itself eventually. The group of seniors that I have today and the guys that couldn't be here, they do a great job of being leaders, leading by example, doing things the right way on and off the field. We don't have problems in the classroom. We don't have problems with grades. When you take care of the little stuff outside of football, the stuff in football gets a little bit easier. And I think that's where we've been, and that's why we've been successful.
It's the end of October. It's been a great season. You're standing on the field with me. I'm about to interview you. What are you going to tell me?
Oh, man, I'm going to tell you that we trusted the process. We did all the little things right, and the message in January stuck.
Congratulations. Looking forward to a great season from Upper Perk.
Thank you. Thank you. Much appreciated.
My name is Aaron Maiden. I play wide receiver and safety, and I'm going into my senior year.
You're here with 6 of your teammates, and when I asked for the first person to be interviewed, you jumped right up. Is that indicative of the type of leadership that you hold on this team?
I mean, I think it definitely shows, but I think we're all kind of like that. I mean, we're all ready to take that first step, and I think anybody in our senior class can be a leader any given day.
What's your role look like for 2026? Let's start on offense.
Offensively, I'm doing whatever the coaches coach us, and just, I mean, really applying the little things that they tell us. I mean, nobody likes to do it. Nobody likes to, work outside of practice, but that's what we've been doing as a class, and that's what I'm willing to show that leadership role to the younger guys on the team.
On defense, you're a safety. When we say the safety's name, one of two things happened. He either just picked the ball off or he just got burned for a big touchdown. How do we ensure that you are getting called out there because you're picking the ball off or knocking it away?
I would say just looking at last season, I mean, I think if you hear my name get called, it's from interceptions and not me getting burned.
So good luck to you in 2026, and best of luck crossing that threshold into the championship.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Hello, my name is Brayden O'Donnell. I play fullback and DN, and I'm class of 2027.
Play on both sides of the ball, as a lot of guys do. What do you prefer and why?
They're both really good positions because defense, I'm definitely getting at it and going to just put meanness into the offense. But I would probably say defense for sure. Yeah.
And you get to dole out punishment, but as a fullback, you get to do the same thing as well.
Yeah, definitely blocking here and going out for some passes, running the ball. It's definitely a good mix for sure.
So as you look at this team compared to last year's team, what are you seeing and why are you excited about it?
I'm seeing a lot of returning guys, a lot of leaders, and a lot of young people that want to step up and take a job. And I think we're all whole and ready to put in the work again for another great season.
What's it going to take to get that extra push to get that championship ring?
I'd say everyone just being balled in and learning from the seniors, and everyone just taking a role to work as together as 11 on the field. So,
good luck to you in 2026. Hoping to see you in the championship game.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
You're welcome.
My name's Cale Martin. I'm a center and D-end, and I'm a class of 2027.
Let me just say you have a beard almost equaling mine right now already as a teenager. So as you look forward at this 2026 season, what is your role and how important is that role?
Just trying to be a leader for this team, teach the young kids, and just be there for the team, trust the process, and yeah.
We mentioned to one of the centers from one of the other teams, man, if we call your name, it's probably because something bad has happened. How do you ensure that we're not calling your name this year?
Just like I said, trusting the process, trusting what my coaches teach me, and trying not to make those mistakes.
What are you seeing early on that tells you, hey, this team's special, we got a shot at this thing?
Kids are balled in, and we want it. We have that bad taste in our mouth right now, and we're just ready to get after it.
Well, good luck to you and that beautiful beard in
Thank you.
2026. You're
Thank you.
welcome.
Hi, my name is Benjamin Sands. I'm a wide receiver and safety, and I'm class of 2027.
Benjamin, you play both sides of the ball, and you play equal and opposite sides. Let's start on offense here. What is your role as wide receiver on this team?
I'm a returning receiver. I'm a slot receiver, but I can also play the outside. And I think a lot of it comes down to leading by example for some of the younger guys we're trying to gain some depth this year, even in the receiving room. So I think leading by example is really important.
As a safety now, you're actually defending against the very receiver that you are. How does the fact that you are a receiver help you get into the mind of the guy that you're defending against?
It's just knowing what routes are common there and what you're trying to do as a receiver. It's a little easier as a safety to know what a slot receiver is really trying to do to create space and knowing how to cover that.
You don't have to give away any trade secrets, but are there ways that the quarterback gives away what's about to happen that you can anticipate what the receiver's going
Yes,
to do?
a lot of the times, and I think receivers can give it away just as easily.
Good luck to you in 2026. We look forward to seeing you in the championship
Thank
game.
you.
My name's Gabe Good. I play left tackle and D tackle, and I'm class of 2027.
Gabe, as left tackle, you're protecting your quarterback's blind side. How seriously do you take that role?
I take my job as seriously as I possibly can and give him as much time as possible.
On defense, you're chasing after the other team's quarterback. How seriously are you taking that?
Take that very seriously, too.
Now, you're a senior. Let's talk about leadership here. You're a big dude on this team, on a team that came this close to winning a championship last year. How are you going to carry this team on your shoulders and help them get them over the threshold?
Honestly, just putting out as much as I can, as much as possible, and just giving it my all the time.
I know it's going to be a silly question because of your positivity already, but how confident are you that you guys are going to win this thing this year?
I'm about as confident as I can be.
Awesome. Good luck to you, Gabe. Have a great 2026 season.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
My name is Grayson Sabo. I'm a quarterback, and I'm class of 2027.
Grayson, we called your name a lot last year. It was a great season. How do you build on that season?
We go back. Our coaching staff is really good, and we got a new offensive coordinator who will study our film, see what we messed up, and focus on the little things to make it better.
One of the things last year as well that we marveled over is we're saying this guy's a junior. He still has another year left. How much better can he get? How much better can you get?
A lot better. There is a lot of things I did bad and a lot of things to improve on.
And so as you look at this year, I'm standing on the field. I'm obviously going to interview the winning quarterback. Here you come walking towards me, big smile on your face. What are you going to tell me?
It was a team game. Our team won it, not just one guy on the field.
Grayson, good luck to you in 2026.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
Hello, my name is Zachary Adam. I play running back, outside linebacker, and I'm a class of 2027.
Zachary, your role in this team on offense, describe it to me.
I think being able to carry that rock and give our team points while also trusting everyone in front of me, it's huge.
You're that outside linebacker as well. Now, you got the other running back running toward you, but you know his tendencies. You play the position yourself. What are you doing? How do you anticipate him?
Just being a running back and knowing how people cut or how they see the other opposing linebacker, I can kind of play off of that and just know what they're about to do, anticipate their move, and then get them.
Describe the chemistry of this team. You guys look like a well-oiled machine last year. Is that for real?
I agree. We've been all consistently playing since 8th grade, 7th grade even, trusting each other, building in the offseason. And I think going back from 7th grade all the way up to now, we've just trusted each other so much that we can all just do our jobs.
The deep playoff run was no fluke last year. Good luck to you guys in 2026.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
What does healthy mean to you? At ID Life, we don't try and define healthy for you. We help you define it for yourself. For ID Life, healthy is a community of like-minded individuals who exist to help others reach their dreams while they are working on their own. We didn't invent healthy, we just simplified it.
Call Cindy DiPaoli, Certified Health Coach, helping you with your health, wellness, and fitness needs.
Hi, I'm Mike Choi. I'm the head football coach at Upper Merion High School. I've been coaching roughly about 25 years, and I've been a head coach for about 15 years.
And Mike, it's your first year at Upper Merion. What are you going to do to bring the success that you've enjoyed at Great Valley and Peck Way to Upper Merion?
I think first it starts with changing the culture, right? I think when you look at the program, and I had to do a deep dive into the program to see exactly why it is that they haven't had the success that they've had in the past. When you do that, you realize there's a couple things that happened, that occurred, which is, one, the culture wasn't where it needed to be as far as buy-in to the program, things like that, and just caring about each other and creating a team that plays for each other. The second part is that we needed to change things fundamentally, technically, and execution-wise. When I watch that film, it's apparent that in order for us to compete with the teams in this league, you're going to have to do those at a much higher rate. And I think that's what we bring. I think that's what we brought to the team this year and in the summer, and I think that's what will allow us to be successful this year.
It's been 2018 since this team has boasted a winning record. What did you look at that said, you know what, I'm gonna head over there. I want to give that a shot. What were you looking at?
Well, at first you look at the talent level, right? So, and you want to determine what it is that actually caused them to not perform as well as they should have, or why didn't they meet their expectation? And if it's talent, then you have an issue, right? And when I looked at the film, there is plenty of talent on this team. So what you then go to is, all right, what's the next step, and can it be fixed? And so when you do a deep dive and you realize that it's fundamentals and techniques and execution that is what's holding the team back, you realize if you bring in a solid system both offensively and defensively, and you can build the culture around that system that you'll have success in the league. And that's why I feel pretty confident in our guys and what we have, because we have talented football players.
So these talented football players, what are they going to hear ad nauseum during practices that they're going to be nightmares about in their sleep? What mantra or drum are you going to be beating?
Well, I always talk about, we talk about reestablishing the program, right? So this program has had a proud tradition in the past. They've won district titles. They've had successful years. So it's not like it can't be done. What we have to do is reestablish that. And how you reestablish that is you use mantras like how we do anything is how we do everything, right? And you make sure that the little things that are normally taken for granted in a football season or in preparation for a football season or during a game, you don't bypass, and you make sure that these guys understand that every little thing counts towards how good you're going to be during the season. So that's, if you ask our guys will say that I'm a stickler for execution. I'm a stickler for doing it right. We're going to teach you the right way, and then we're going to expect you to do that.
We just interviewed Upper Perkiomen. They were a surprise team last year. They're not going to catch anybody off guard. How are you guys going to be this year's Upper Perk and catch everybody off guard? What do you need to do?
I think we just need to we need to utilize that talent that we have. I think it's on the coaching staff to put them in the right position and be able to use the talents that we have available to us. I think that by also teaching them at a higher level fundamentally and technically, and then requiring them to execute those fundamentals and those techniques at that high level will be the difference in games. I mean, this team, they went 2-8, but they lost one game in overtime, then lost one game in the final seconds of the game with 34 seconds. That's four games that they could have won. Last year, the three teams that made the playoffs at the bottom of District 1 were 5-5, 5-5, and 4-6. So there's not a huge variance. There's not a huge growth that needs to take place in order for us to make the playoffs and to achieve what we want to achieve. In fact, it's probably a smaller jump than most people think. So by getting in there and cleaning some of that up, that cost them to lose those games. And when you look at the games, you realize that what lost those games were slightly X's and O's, but mostly fundamentals and techniques and how they executed in late games and late in those games. And so if we can clean that up, and every team wants to do that, but we have to do that. And it's what we did at Gray Valley. It's what we did at Peckway in order for us to compete. It's what we will do at Upper Marion in order for us to achieve our goals.
Let's assume health, which is always a wild card in football, but let's assume health. What are the names I'm going to be calling a lot this year when we call your games?
Well, when you go in as a new coach, you think you know what you see on film, but it's a different thing when you get into the spring and you get into the summer practices. We're about to put on the pads, and everybody says you're going to hear it a million times. You learn about your team once you put on pads. But what I learned so far is that we actually have more talent than I thought we did. So you got guys like Nasir Harper, who's probably, if he's not the best running back in the league, I'd put him up against anybody. We got an experienced quarterback in Rudy Wilhelm that's coming back. Did a great job last year. Now, he's challenged this year because we're changing the offense totally, right? He's in shotgun all game last year. Now he's under center. He's going to be a guy that we're going to count on to understand our system and be able to run our system and keep everybody, make checks at the line, things like that. So he's going to be challenged in a different way than what he played last year, but he has all the talent in the world to do that. And then the surprising part, the one part that made me smile when you asked me the question is we have a really good offensive line, which has some depth to it. And so I'm really excited about that line. We brought a couple guys here today, like Sterling Furches and Anthony Perkins, but we got a host of other guys that will make a difference on that offensive line. And so when you win games in the trenches, you win them on offensive line, you win them on the defensive line, and the amount of depth that we have on both sides, I think, will allow us to compete, especially when you're asking us to give a sliver of light to some excellent athletes that can make some plays. Throwing the ball wise, and we'll move him to the backfield as well. Zay Williams is outstanding as well. He's electric, and we're going to try to get him the ball where we need to and get him in space and let him take advantage of his athletic ability as well.
Mike Choi, I know I jokingly said to you before we went on camera, I'd love to have you as a color guy, but I'd love to have you as a color guy. Thank you so much for a great interview.
I'd love to do it anytime. Thank you.
Good luck to you this season.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Liam Derry. I'm a tight end and middle linebacker, and this will be my senior season.
Liam, heading into your senior season here, what kind of leadership role are you going to take with this team?
I mean, captains haven't been announced yet, but hopefully captaincy. And to me, that means leading by example and making sure that players are doing what is needed to be done and what should be done rather than, goofing off or not taking it seriously.
We're going to be playing both sides of the ball, two punishing positions. Let's start talking about defense, perhaps the most punishing position, middle linebacker. How do you prepare yourself mentally for a game where you're going to be doing a lot of hitting of a lot of big guys?
Yeah, so I've always played D-end throughout high school, so this is my first season moving out to middle linebacker. But kind of my mental process is, go through the film, just get into more of a calm mindset, and get ready to go punish some people.
A tight end, there could be a variety of roles on this team. How do you understand your role as tight end this year?
Yeah, so obviously we're moving to more of under center wing T offense. So last season I was the left tackle, so I really developed a lot of my blocking skills. This year I'm ready to show how blocking can be effective as a tight end as well, and then also, catch some passes in there too.
Wouldn't hurt at all. Good luck to you in the 2026 season.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm Nasir Harper. I'm a running back, and I'm in the class of 2028.
Nazir, your coach said that you are perhaps the best running back in this league. That's a high accolade. How seriously do you take something like that?
For me, I take that very seriously. My entire life I've been very passionate about this sport. Without it, I don't know where I would be, who I would be, and it's something I take with me like everywhere I go.
And generally, when we talk about the best running back in the league, we're talking about a senior. You're a junior.
Yeah.
How much growth is there to be had yet?
There's a lot of growth. Like all my life, especially the past 2 years, I've been told I had a lot of potential, even as a freshman. Unfortunately, I got injured that year, so I couldn't really show out what I could really do as a freshman. So last year, I had to really prove and set the tone for my sophomore season. So the way I want to develop this year is more yards, more carries, more touchdowns, and really leave my print.
What would constitute a successful season for you this year? What are you looking to do?
Successful season this year with the new coaching staff, the new offense, new everything is a winning record. I feel like with the team we have right now, we have a really high chance of making it to the playoffs, and I really stand by that. So
if you make the playoffs, there's that chance that you're standing on the field with me at the end of the year doing that post-game interview at the championship game. Let's say that that's happening. What are you going to tell me?
I'm going to tell you how hard we work, how blessed we are, and how fortunate we are to have a new coach come in, not change the program, reestablish the program that we used to have, and just tell you how happy I was.
Nazir, thank you so much. Good luck to you in 2026.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yep.
Hi, I'm Rudy Wilhelm. I'm a quarterback here at Marion. I'm a 2027.
The whole entire system is changing this year from what you were used to, from a shotgun offense to under center. How prepared are you for this new system?
I have all my coaches with me. Anytime I need to ask something or to go over something again, they always come find me and help me out with that. So I think everything's gone so far so good.
As you're watching game film, are you confident that you're prepared for this big change?
Yeah, I believe I am. No matter what, even if our running backs need help, I feel like I always have the answer for them before I even know what I'm doing.
How much confidence does it ask to know that you may have the best running back in the league standing right behind you?
That's all I need. I've known Nas for a long time. I think first year we played together was 2020, so we have a lot of connection.
What would you look at and say, this was a successful season? What would it take?
Like he said, I think the whole thing is a record. It's the only thing we really have to prove this show. No matter what we do, the record will always overlook everything.
Good luck to you in 2026.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Anthony Perkins, right guard, defensive tackle, class of 2027.
Anthony is a senior on the line. You play both ways. Let's start talking about offense first. You guys are changing from a shotgun offense to under center. How does that change your role in offense?
We're going to be doing more run blocking
a lot of pulling and less passing.
And on defense, what are you going to be able to learn from knowing both schemes? Now you're going to know what it was like to play a guy in shotgun, but now you know what it's like to play under center as well. How does that change you on defense?
By watching how they're set into their stance, and watching the motions from the players, and just following their steps.
And offense or defense, what do you prefer and why?
I prefer offense. I like putting guys in the dirt, and just shoving them into the sideline.
Good luck to you this year, pushing a lot of guys into the dirt and the sideline.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Sterling Furchess, class of 2027, D-line, middle linebacker, offensive guard, and long snapper.
Sterling, you're a senior on this team. They're going to be looking to you for leadership. How are you going to provide that leadership this year?
So I've come from a wing T system. I understand it. So it gives me the opportunity to really explain to the guys, really show the guys this is what we do. This is how we run this. Gave me a great chance to be able to really step into a leadership role on the team right away. And just being there for the guys when they have questions, being open to having those questions, we got to realize that any situation, ask a question. Don't be that guy that thinks he's going to look stupid if he asks a question. If he asks a question, you're there, you're learning, you're getting better. So
you have quite a utility of positions. We'll start on defense. You're on the line. You also play a little bit of middle linebacker. Is it difficult learning a couple different positions in that regard, and how do you handle that?
Yeah, so it's a little different, but I played mostly D-line. This will be my first year moving back to a Mike. So, mostly focusing on just understanding that middle linebacker role, being aggressive, flowing to the ball, really getting it down and nasty, defensive line, it's almost like second nature at this point. That's where I started. That's what, I know. So I don't think it's been really that hard to do it. Once you understand the system, it comes a little bit more naturally. So
you hear the NFL and college players often say the offensive lineman's the smartest guy on the field. You're a guard. Do you agree with that?
I'd say our QB's gonna always be the smartest guy. He's got to be the smartest guy. He's the one that commands the team, commands the O-line, all that. So a lot of props to Rudy. Definitely super smart and picking up the system super fast. But us offensive linemen, definitely understanding it's going to be the key to this year. Up front, just being nasty, putting people in the dirt, like Perkins said. That's really going to be the key to running a successful offense and reestablishing Upper Merion football.
You want to hear your name on a broadcast, but when you don't want to hear it is when you're the long snapper, because if you hear your name when you're the long snapper, something went wrong. How do you practice to ensure that nothing goes wrong on those kicks?
It's just, it's really just a mental position, just staying out of your head, one snap, next play, every single time. Obviously, like you said, if you hear your name over the broadcasting system, it's not a good thing. But just taking those reps in practice to just mentally calm yourself so that when you're in game, you're best situated for what you need to do and staying off of the broadcasting system.
Sterling, I think you have lots of reasons to be confident this year. Good luck to your team in 2026.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
At Superior Credit Union, we believe in growing stronger together. So we provide products and services to fit your financial needs and accommodate your busy lifestyle. With convenient services like home banking, e-deposits, account alerts, and a free coin counter for members. Come see why Superior Credit Union is growing. Visit any one of our 3 locations in Collegeville, Royersford, and our brand new location in Pottstown. Superior Credit Union.
My name's Anthony Smith. I'm the head coach at Pottstown High School. This is my first season as head coach.
And Coach, you're at your alma mater here. What's a reasonable expectation to look for this team this year? What are we looking for?
I think a reasonable expectation is going to be a change in culture, right? Just how we operate and move as a team and as a unit. We're taking away the individualism as a team and as a player and making it more all about us as not only just the football team, but as a community, right? We're bringing everybody in, right? That's why I feel like my hire made sense, right? Well, I'm a community guy. I hear the wants and the woes of the community, and I'm able to bring those thought processes in and make changes off of that and that understanding of what Pottstown pride means.
You were the middle linebacker on that magical 2002 Pottstown team, recorded 8 shutouts in 9 league games. You remember that well.
Oh, for sure.
How much of that defensive philosophy from a quarter century ago can you employ on this current Pottstown D?
I think a lot of things come from that era that I believe in still affect the game today. We're talking about discipline, playing fast, playing physical, right? Playing for your teammates. All that resonated back then, and those are things we're trying to bring in and instill in our players today that I feel like, once again, that sense of community. That's when you're doing it for bigger things and unselfish reasons, you'd be surprised how far you're willing to go.
You know, guys will say, oh, we don't overlook anybody, but they do. And last year, teams that got overlooked, teams like Boyertown, teams like Upper Perk, surprised a lot of people. How can Pottstown surprise a lot of people this year?
I think Pottstown will surprise a lot of people through our work ethic and our discipline and execution, right? I think when you see us, we're going to look different from years prior because we're going to look solid. We're going to move as a unit. We're going to be dynamic. We're going to be multiple, right? And we're going to be disciplined. I think the discipline aspect will be huge in what we're going to bring this year that is going to resonate with not only teams in the pack, but once again, parents, administrators, coaches. I think we're going to show them that we are, in fact, moving in a different direction and then building something great here.
For a team that's playing in a league that's mostly on turf, you guys are still on grass. How can you utilize that to your advantage, at least in the home games?
Oh, well, first of all, grass, it bends different. It moves you at a different speed. Understanding what kind of cleats to wear and footwear to use, that's an advantage that most kids or most teams in general won't understand until they come to our field, but by that time we've already been acclimated to it. I think also it helps build strength, right, in the lower extremities, right? So some of our kids are going to be a little bit more dynamic, explosive, because we're working in a space that requires that. So grass has its benefits. It's safer on the knees and lower joints, and I think with our kids, I feel like it makes sense because, once again, our maintenance crew does a very good job of maintaining that, and our kids also see the work that goes into that, so they have a different kind of respect for it, right? So, be able to smell that grass and feel that grass and become one with that grass, it's just a different perspective that I think working on artificial turf just doesn't necessarily resonate the same.
I'm going to be prepping for some of your games this year. What are the names I'm going to be calling out? Who are the guys I'm going to be watching out for?
I think you'll be surprised by the plethora of names you'll hear. I believe that a lot of the guys that we're putting in positions this year, we have a lot of newcomers coming out. I think there's some excitement behind the team. So there's going to be some newcomers for sure. But I have 3 guys with me right now that, you'll hear the Soto last name a few times, right? You'll hear Aaron Williams. You'll hear Jose Cheriez, Tyson Robbins, right? Just to name a few. But I think all across the board, you'd be surprised on how many names and how many kids are ready to make plays and establish themselves as players who could be looked forward to be dominant in the league this year.
Coach, welcome home. Glad to have you back. Have a great 2026 season.
Thank you.
You're
Appreciate it.
You're welcome.
My name is Jose Cheriez. I play DN and tight end, and I'm class of 2027.
Jose, you're a senior on this team. How can you lead this team? How can you lead by example for these guys?
Showing them every single day what to do and coming out, leading by example, and speaking up for other people, helping them.
You play both sides of the ball. Start on the defensive side. What kind of schemes are you looking for? How are you looking to play that defensive end position?
Being more physical, more technique, and coming off the edge fast.
And what's your role going to be on offense as tight end? There's that wide array of things a tight end can do.
Mainly blocking, helping out with the O-line.
Sure. And if I had to ask you, what do you prefer, offense or defense? Which one and why?
Defense, because I feel like I have more control.
Can give the hit instead of embracing the hit.
Yeah.
Good luck to you in 2026.
All right. Thank you.
My name is Carmelo Soto. I'm a running back and linebacker, and I'm class of 2027.
Carmelo, we called a game last year for Pottstown. We used your name a lot. You were a vital part of the offense and the defense. Let's start on the offensive side of the ball. What do you see your role as running back this year for this team?
Definitely trying to be a leader, trying to make more plays and probably score more.
And on defense, you're going to be doling out some punishment there at the linebacker position. As a senior, how are you going to be leading that defense from that position?
Trying to make sure everybody knows what they're doing. And if they don't, they could always ask. And trying to make some big hits.
What word do you have out there for someone that might be tempted to take this Pottstown team lightly this year?
One word?
Give me one word.
Underrated.
There you go. Good luck to you guys in 2026.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
My name is Aaron Williams. I'm a wide receiver, DB, in class of 2028.
Aaron, you play both sides of the ball. Let's start by talking about the offensive side of the ball, wide receiver. What's your role on this team?
To just make plays when coach call my name. Just if they need me to block, I block. If they need me to catch balls, get a touchdown, do anything, I'm here.
And as a wide receiver who also plays defensive back, you know the tendencies of that back that you're trying to evade.
Mm-hmm.
How does that help you from your wide receiver position?
Just I already know what they're doing already. They can't really guard me.
So let's bring it the other way around. Now you're the defensive back. You got the wide receivers trying to fool you. How do you know what he's about to do?
Because I already use half of the moves they know, watch the things they do. Just can make a move, get an interception. That's all I want to do. Get the ball back to our offense.
Good luck to you this 2026 season.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Butter Valley Golf Course, conveniently located in the quiet rural setting of Valley, PA, just off Route 100. One of the nicest, most affordable 18-hole course in the region. With changing elevations, challenging greens, and scenic fairways, golfers of all ability levels are sure to enjoy their round. Butter Valley Golf Course is a great place to enjoy the game of golf with friends or family, young and old alike. Grab some buddies and grab a meal at the Runway Grill before or after your round. Butter Valley Golf Course.
My name is Derek Norris, first-year head coach at Norristown Area High School.
Derek Norris at Norristown. It was ordained in the stars, wasn't it?
Yes.
Derek, welcome to the Pioneer Athletic Conference, and also you guys are shifting from the Pioneer Division to the Frontier Division this year. How is the attitude of the team, knowing that the schedule you're going to see in 2026 is different and maybe a little more of a level playing field for you guys?
Well, with my seniors, they've had rough years coming up. So with the switch of the conference, it's it's looking a little more favorable for them to be able to have a more successful season.
And as you look at this team, what prompted you to say, you know what, I'm going to leave my post and I'm going to come over here to Norristown and bring a winning culture?
Well, look, and they had their skills were pretty good. Offensive line was, okay. So it just, it seemed like it was a room for improvement. So once I put in my name, and I was lucky enough to be able to get the position, hope I can turn, the whole culture and football program around.
When practice starts, what marks are you looking for that you want to see the team hit that tells you, hey, we're on our way?
As of right now, just the hustle. I just want to see the hustle and the grit, and I'm just giving it their all. Once they give it their all, and they're giving me everything, the wins will come. The wins will come in time. It's just as long as I get the all from them.
I'm preparing a game for Norristown. I'm preparing to see who I'm going to be talking about. What are the names I'm going to be calling?
Right now, I will say Xavier Blackwell. I'll say we have Caden. Who else? We have AJ. I'm still new, so trying to get all the names down is a little tough. But we were going to be pretty young at the quarterback position, but the skills around them will be able to keep us, afloat. Of course, we'll probably be stronger on defense from the start, but as the season goes, we definitely will excel offensively.
What do you think is a reasonable expectation for this team in 2026?
I just want to go game by game, and we'll take the wins as they come.
Good luck to you in this season. Welcome to the Pioneer Athletic
Thank you.
Conference.
Appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Hi, my name's AJ Canara. I play receiver and free safety. I'm class of 2027, and I'm number 2.
And as you look at this season with this team, brand new coach and a senior on this team, so you have you've been here a while. How do you see your role this year as leader and as player?
I see myself like people look up to me, and us having a very good season and trying to get into the playoffs.
Well, good luck to you in this 2026 season.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
My name Caden Hart, running back.
Caden, it's 2026 season. Your role is running back. You're running back one, I assume?
Yes.
Okay, and what are you looking for that you would look and say, this was a successful season for me?
To at least get 600 yards and like a touchdown every game.
Caden, good luck to you. May you get a touchdown every game and then some.
Thank you.
My name is Xavier Blackwell, class of 2027. I am a receiver and free safety, and I wear number 1.
Xavier, you play both sides of the ball. You're a senior. How can you carry this team on your shoulders and have a successful season?
I feel like this year, playing both sides is going to be different, but we have the skills and all the places necessary to where I don't have to go from receiver to tight end to anywhere. I could just be at one spot. Everyone else is going to do their job. I'm going to do mine. We're going to ball out.
Xavier, good luck to you in this 2026 season.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hello, my name is Manny McLean. I'm class of 2027. I play wide receiver and free safety, and I'm wearing number 7.
Playing both sides of the ball, senior on this team, brand new coach. Talk to me a little bit about how you're going to lead this team this year.
I'm just looking forward to playing with my friends, my teammates. We grew around each other, and we grew up with each other, I should say, actually. And I'm looking forward to winning with these group of young men, and that's really it. I'm looking forward to our new start to our program with our new coach and stuff. So yeah.
Good luck to you on a successful 2026 campaign.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
My name is Victor LeBron. I play left tackle and D tackle.
Victor, lineman on both sides of the ball. What do you prefer and why?
I prefer defense. I wrestle, so I have more fun just tackling, being physical, and I find that to be a lot easier to be done on defense.
Victor, good luck to you in 2026.
Good, thank you.
You're welcome.
I am number 3, Daniel Butts. I play tight end, linebacker, and receiver.
Daniel, you have all sorts of roles on this team. How do you look at this season and say, I can take all these roles on and then some?
Well, last year I had also the experience to start at linebacker, so I feel I have the defensive prowess to be the same, if not better, which is my goal on that side of the ball. And then offensive-wise, we put a lot of work in as a team, individually as well. With some of my guys over here, we work outside the team, so I feel like I'm preparing myself pretty well for this role.
Daniel, good luck to you in this 2026 campaign.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
My name is Keon Vaughn Robinson, middle linebacker, fullback, number 8, class of 2027.
Keon, you're a senior, play both sides of the ball, team with a brand new coach. How are you going to help coach lead this team?
Honestly, I'm going to just stick right beside him. If he got any questions for me, I'm going to hand them out to him, and I'm going to do my job on both sides of the ball and make sure that everybody good.
Keon, looking forward to a great 2026 campaign.
Thank
you. Good luck to you. All 12 teams represented here at Pioneer Conference, and we got to hear from the coaches, and we got to hear from the players. It should be a fantastic season here on the PCTV network. Be sure to subscribe on YouTube and make sure that you're watching every week, checking for updates. We are looking forward to a great, great season. Steve Karabates here for the PCTV network. Looking forward to seeing you this year.
Welcome to Theo's Walls.
Hi, I'm Martha, and this is my brother Johnny. Our parents, Theo and Maria, started this business here at Quakertown Farmers Market 34 years ago. When they immigrated from Greece in 1979, they opened their first location on Broad Street in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania.
We've also been doing Music Fest and Celtic over the years.
Over the years, we've developed a great customer following and are known for having the best gyros. We use the freshest ingredients and make our own tzatziki sauce daily. Pair a gyro sandwich with fresh cut fries. Let's make them break and add feta cheese. Finish it off with a piece of baklava.
Hi folks, how are you today?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing well. How can I help you today?
I get a gyro, no onions.
Of course. Anything to drink for today?
I'll have a birch beer.
Yes, sir. We only have one size. Is that okay? Great. Any fries or pierogies for today?
Side fries.
Yes, sir. I'm Theo, and I help out my aunt and uncle at Theo's Gyros. My grandfather and my grandmother started this restaurant 30 plus years ago, and we're still going strong. Thank you for coming in.
I'd like to say, in my best Brooklyn accent, Theo's is the best. We've been coming here for 20 plus years, 35 miles from Clinton, New Jersey. We've been to Athens, my wife and I, and we asked for a gyro. And we concluded that Theo's was better, and we've told them. Theirs is the best. The service here is wonderful. Theo, little Theo, who's about 6 foot, Maria, Joy, Martha, and Don. You couldn't ask for better people. You leave here with a smile.
If you want the best gyros, come visit us in the Koreatown Farmers Market. Thank you so much, guys.
Kaliorexi.